Hey guys, back again. Today I thought I would do a little stream on the Formula 1 game. Now this is not the new one, this is 2017. I actually currently do have the new one, but I can't physically grab a hold of it, as in like just physically get it easy as that. That's been put away, and at this moment in time I cannot be bothered to go through them all to get that out at the moment. This one was quite easy to grab, so I grabbed this one. Now the Formula 1 games that I own is Formula 1 2015, 17, 18 and 19. Now with 19 I do have the Ayrton Senna edition, so that's pretty cool. Long story short, guys, this game is amazing. You already know that. If you love Formula 1, you're going to definitely be into this game. It's great graphics and everything. I'm going to get into it in a minute. Just wanted to state a few things before I started. Obviously, that this is not the new one. This is the 2017 one. Another thing is, I will do a few races, guys. Probably 2, maybe 3, depending on the timer. And see how that goes. Let's get into it anyway. Now, why I'm in the rain, I have no idea, guys. What's your favourite camera angle in this game anyway? This one's always been my favourite because I always feel like I know where I'm going. I don't like being completely in the cockpit because I always feel like you can't get a good field of view, whereas at the moment I have a pretty damn good field of view. So, you know, I'm always going to go with this kind of angle. Another thing I was going to say, guys, is do you guys still even watch the Formula 1? Because I don't anymore, to be honest. I felt that after the cars went from like V12s and V8s and stuff, and they had that real F1 sound, I stopped watching it. I mean, back in the day, Formula 1 was fun. I mean, I understand the safety for drivers and that lot, but the actual sound of an F1 car, you know, is what made that race spectacular. I feel like now they just sound like a hairdryer going around a bloody track. And that's my personal opinion, guys. If you're a massive Formula 1 fan, don't take it and get, you know, offended by it. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's true, guys. You gotta admit it. You would prefer to hear like a jumbo jet coming flying past you rather than, because that is boring. I mean, it don't even sound like a fart half the time, you know what I mean? It does sound literally like a hairdryer. It's like, what is the point of that? No, you want to hear a car scream and roar and hear the power of it, hear that sound. You know what I mean? The Formula 1 cars back when I was a kid, when you had Nigel Mansell and Damon Hill and that driving them, they had the proper sounds. Now, it's just utter rubbish. But, you know, still good in a lot of ways, but I prefer it to go back to the older ways. Now, you may say to yourself, well, you don't watch anymore, why'd you buy the games? Well, I love racing games, and is this not a racing game? So therefore I will always buy them. And not that, you know, at the end of the day, playing a racing game and watching it is different anyhow. I mean, you got the older cars in here, which I will be using in a little while, guys, because I prefer the older cars for the nice sound again. But I mean, this game is amazing. The graphics, I mean, I remember back in the day when I had Michael Schumacher's Formula 1 on PlayStation 1 or from F1 97, and they was good because obviously you had Murray Walker as talking and they was amazing. Then obviously the best one on PlayStation 2 would have been the 2001 one, because again you had Murray Walker talking in the game, and that made it just have that little bit extra, if you're giving my opinion. Now I really did love the PlayStation 3's F1 Championship Edition. I still actually own that game, and it actually holds up pretty well to this day, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously it's not as good as this, but it's a close second. I'll give it that. It really is good still. I never really got on with the other Formula 1 games that came out, you know, like the 2012 and the 2010. I mean, they was alright, but they was not as good as the Formula 1 Championship Edition. I felt that game put the Formula 1 game on the map when it came to the PlayStation 3. Now, obviously, the 2015 one put the PlayStation 4 games on the map, but you know they are getting better every year. Whereas I felt that with the PlayStation 3 games, they didn't really get any better. It's my opinion, guys. Again, so don't get annoyed with how I'm saying it, because again, I just feel that the games didn't get any better on the PS3. You know, the actual Championship Edition had commentary, had it all. You know, the sounds a lot. Whereas after that, they kind of went downhill. However, the PS4 games, you know, the graphics it's always been there on these games, and I feel that it's almost like you're there when you're in these. I mean, this is how I'd imagine it is when you're driving one. So, you know, there's no way I can fault the graphics on these games. I just feel that the real life Formula 1 has just gone downhill so much now. I mean, I know it's all because people keep bitching and moaning about global warming, but as I've said, guys, I don't think cars are causing global warming. I think it's bloody aeroplanes doing it, personally. That's my opinion, though. You know what I mean? My opinion again. I mean, I love the sound of a Formula 1 game. And game. Oh my god, I tell you what I just said then, guys. Ignore that. I meant car. My favourite sound of the cars were obviously all the way through the 90s, all the way through 2000, 2002. They were still pretty damn good. After that, though, they just went downhill. I think they actually changed after 2006, wasn't it? Something like that. People that really do follow the Formula 1, you know, they're going to know. They are going to know. They're going to know when they changed it. But they just sound so rubbish now. I mean, you look at people like Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, and what they came from Formula 3 and go-kart race and stuff like that, where their cars sounded rubbish, and you went up to the big leagues. You know, when you heard that Formula 1 car, you knew you made it. Now, I don't know what they do. I mean, it's good money, don't get me wrong. I mean, hell, I wouldn't mind being a pound behind them. But at the end of the day, it's like you make it to the big leagues now, and it's shit. You know what I mean? It's like if you look at an NBA game, yeah. Imagine you're playing on a full-size court and everything, and all of a sudden they say, oh, due to global warming, we're going to have to make the arena smaller, so now you're playing on a kid's playground. They're going to not feel the same, you know what I mean? It's not going to feel the same. And it's the same with these. I mean, the cars just sound so bad that I just felt that they could do so much more, and they could have done a lot more. And, you know, oh, I actually bloody won. Didn't even notice that, guys. That's pretty cool. I was too busy talking, didn't even notice. But like I said, the game is amazing. And this is the 2017 one, guys. So this would have been, what, 2016 when this came out? No. Would it? I don't actually know, because they're always normally a year ahead, aren't they? 2017 it came out. So these actually come out the year they actually supposed to, so that's good. But it's amazing. I mean, the new one's amazing as well, guys. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't like the new cars. That's all. The sounds. And to be honest, some of the shapes now are getting a little bit stupid. I mean, I understand safety. Of course, you want the drivers to be safe. You don't want nobody to die in an accident and nothing like that. So safety is always going to be key. But I just feel the sounds should be there, you know? It's actually really good, though, that they actually make the characters, you know, look like them. I mean, you know, when you get the detail of the tracks, the sounds, and the cars and the physics, and then they still manage. I mean, look, you could tell that's Lewis Hamilton in the corner, and I think I'm Vettel. I think Sebastian Vettel. I think that's who I am. I can't really be honest. Don't know. But you know, yeah, I was Sebastian Vettel. So you know. Now you see, look, there's commentary now. Why is that commentary not running through the entire race? I mean, you've got to turn it off if you want to, but also they should just have it on. I just feel that would make the game a little bit better, in opinion to myself. But there we go, there we go. Okay, guys, let's try a different track. My favourite track is probably the same as everyone else. You know, they're gonna. Oh, I got a trophy. That's cool. Got a trophy. Don't know what it was for, but there we go. Yeah, my favourite track's Monaco. I mean, let's see what the earliest car is on here. So the earliest car is in 1988. That's a year older than me, so I didn't remember that car. These is gonna be the sort of cars I remember, and here we go. I had this car when I was a kid, but I don't know whose it is. I don't know, because Damon Hill used to drive a car like that. No, didn't he? I don't know. That might be Damon Hill's, or Nigel Mansell. Could be Nigel Mansell's. I don't know. But you know, these cars were the dogs. You know what? In the day, they had the good sounds. And is it me or did the tyres even change? I mean, look at these tyres. Deep dish at the back. Really like wide tyres, and then they start to get a bit thinner, and then back to fat again, and then thin again, and then thin, and then ooh, even the shapes, like, you know. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to try and bore you with this. Let's get on with it, shall we? Let's try this, but no, we'll go with a bit newer. Let's go with this car. And I obviously do want to go to Monaco because I love Monaco. And I want to make sure that it's not actually raining this time, guys. So I'm going to have to go to the option and make sure. Oh, it's just on dynamic anyway, so I'll leave it at that. But no, guys, what do you guys think of the Formula One games? What do you think of the Formula One show? Do you agree with me? Do you feel that now it's kind of lost it, and it's not because we're moving forward in times, it's just lost it because they've changed it that much now that it's actually boring to watch? It's like a bona fide real version of a Scar Electric set going around a track now, isn't it? I mean, you know what I mean? It does get boring, and the reason it gets boring is because who wants to hear I mean, come on, it's like going down the dual carriageway at the end of the day, and even they're going faster than some of these nowadays. How many people used to go down the A47 or the M1 like zoom? I know I'm not encouraging that either, guys, you know what I mean? I think everyone should go slow. What's the rush? I don't know why everyone's... You know, when you hear about car accidents on the radio or the TV and that, you think to yourself, why? Why? You know, why can't you just slow down? Hear that, guys? That sounds so much better. Crap, missed my cue. We got to tuck in, and even though I tucked in, I still got a bit pushed around there. I find this track is one of the hardest tracks to like win, because they're so, you know, there's not any places to actually overtake. Fair play to him. What the? Yeah, I know. Even my avatar's like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, another thing, guys, if you hadn't noticed, I really am trying to, you know, help with the swearing on my streams, because I am trying, guys. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying you're not going to hear any, because it will still slip out, but I am trying, you know. That's what you'll hear, like, hesitational. You know, people go, oh, what's the matter? Can't you swear your parents in the room? Mate, I'm 30 years old. I'm just trying to keep my channel as clean as I can. You know what I mean? So, you know, it does sound like, you know, oh, my parents might be listening. What the hell? No, it's just that I don't want people to be like, you know, oh, your channel's great, mate, but you swear a lot. You know what I mean? I don't want that. You know, I am trying. Oh, balls. Well, we're last now, guys. So, if you want to see other camera angles, I'll show you. See, I always find this camera angle to be quite hard to... Ooh, there's a pit to my car. But no point in trying to catch up now, guys. Anyway, I've lost this race, so I'll just take my time and show people the details. I mean, this isn't even the new one. Like I said, this is the 2017 one. I have got the new one, and I will probably stream that one day if people do enjoy this game and you want to see the new one. I mean, I know you can see it anywhere, but you know, if you want my opinion on it, I will do that, guys. My opinion on this particular Formula 1 game is it's amazing, guys. I mean, if you're working on a budget like a lot of people are nowadays, it's not, you know, with the recession and that, and people working hard and the money not stretching as far. If you want to get a PlayStation 4 game collection and you ain't got the money like a lot of people don't nowadays to buy the latest ones, just pick up one like this, guys. You're not going to be, you know, all you're really not going to be able to do is play the new season, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's the same bloody thing. The tracks are all going to be the same. You're still going to have Monaco. You're still going to have Silverstone. You're still going to have all them. And as you can see, guys, the graphics is amazing on this game. So if you are wanting to have a Formula 1 game, I'd go with 2017, even 16. But 17 if you want to have, you know, a little bit of a newer one. Because I'd imagine if you get this game pre-owned now, you'd probably pick it up for about, I wouldn't like to say, but I'm going to have a guess and say maybe £20, maybe less. Normally sports games don't really hold their money well, and this is a bona fide sports game. This is the racing game of FIFA, as everyone knows. It comes out every year, and you know, that's it. It's not going to hold its money like Dirt Rally and that will, because Dirt only comes out every so often, and it's not like it's out every day. Whereas the Formula 1 normally comes out every year. But I'm not saying anything bad about that, guys. It's just, that's just why the games don't hold their money so well. It's because they come out every single year. Because they're a fantastic game. I mean, if you've ever played any of the Formula 1 games, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you are a Formula 1 fan, then, you know, you're going to want this game. I think the game is playable for any age, really. I mean, I find any kid could play this as well as an adult. I mean, you're going to have fun with it. And if you take the game like I do and don't take it too serious, I mean, some people really rage. I mean, I'm not one for talking, guys. I mean, let's face it, I rage like an MF on Super Meat Boy, and I'd recommend no younger audiences go watch that. Do not go watch that, especially if you don't like to hear you swearing, because that has got some swearing, guys, literally. I am trying to curb it out though, like I said, and I feel like it is changing me as a personal character though, because I mean, I'm kind of young slang person, you know what I mean? I got the banter, you know what I mean? I've always had that swag when it comes to the swearing, you know? It's not something I do because I think, oh, super cool, mate, you know? Dropping the F-bomb every 3 seconds. No. It just comes out in certain situations, you know what I mean? It's like if someone's annoying, you know, you might say, oh, that guy's annoying me, I call it a prick, you see what I mean? Or a dickhead, or on and so forth. Now, it all depends on your personal outtake on what you feel of swear words, or what you feel in that sense. Like I said, I agree with everybody when it comes to swearing can cause harm to certain people if it's used in a way where it's directed at somebody or in a malicious way. You know, whether you're a different colour of skin or race or whatever, you know, then yeah, of course, you know, using it that way, I don't agree with it, guys. I really don't. I think that's mean, nasty, and it's, you know, we should be above all that and beyond all that. But for example, this is going to be an F-bomb dropped in a minute, guys, so I'm going to give you an example. If you said, oh, the other day I went into a shop and you'll never fucking guess what I saw. See, it's different. And then like, oh, what'd you see? I see cheese puffs, mate. Ones I ain't seen for a long time or whatever, you know, it's just an example. Or, like, for example, I've sworn a lot of times when it comes to looking at them fast car magazines and that, because back when I was a right young teen, I used to collect them, you know, all the way, like, when I was 10, all the way up to, like, 15, 16, I was religiously buying them, and they always give you, like, the really cool gift on there, if you remember what they were, guys. Who remembers Max Power and Fast Car and all their magazines, guys? Who remembers them? And who actually remembers when you got the free cool gift? It was like, 1 week you'd get, like, some stickers for your car. Week after that, maybe you get a seatbelt thing, air freshener. I even got like a little hammer once, which come with like a glass breaker and a seatbelt cutter. Them things that go on your wheels, where the tire, you know, you put the air in the tire, and you, when your car picked up speed, you have a cool ring of light going around. I even got a set of them free ones. What else did I get? I got some metal studs for my actual car tires. I put them on my push bike because I didn't have a car, you know. But Yeah, how many people, comment down below if you remember the Max Power, bloody hell. Yeah, is it Max Power? Yeah, Max Power, Red Line, Fast Car. Man, they were the days. They was the days. I used to collect the Nuts and Zoo magazines. Obviously, I had dirty pictures in there as well. You know what I mean? A teenager. Yeah, buddy. But no, I used to look at the gory pictures. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember that? I remember one I got. She a man that had stuck his hand in a chainsaw. I was like, oh, mate. But you know how it is, guys. Like I said, you know how it is. Nowadays, so everything's trying to be so politically correct. You can't do nothing, guys. You literally can't do nothing. Everything you do now, you're always going to upset somebody, unfortunately. So you got to take it as it is. That's all I can say, because, right, you don't swear, you're going to get called, all sorts of, yo, look at you, politically correct, mate. Who you think you are? P's and Q's, posh, this, that. You swear, and you're going to get people going, oh, God, what is it with you, mate? Swearing all the time. You think you're hard. You think you're hard. Da, 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 da. So you cannot win. You can't win, guys. It doesn't matter what you do. I'm looking for a track, guys, and I can't bloody find it. Where's Australia? There it is. I don't look right. Is that the actual proper track? I don't know, guys. Anyway, we'll do this race and do that. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. At the end of the day, right, this is how I look at life. I do the minimal damages I can do to somebody a day, but at the same time as being me and enjoying my life, enjoying my days. If I can do me without hurting somebody or annoying somebody, then I'm happy. If I do annoy somebody, then, unfortunately I didn't mean to, but if you want to take it that way, there's a brick wall outside, go headbutt it. It's like, I'm no small guy. I mean, I weightlift, and, I've got a temper on me, I really have, it's no secret, I have got a temper on me. And I always find it funny when people like hit women or kids, yeah, and they blame it on their temper. There's no excuse for it, guys. Come on, I've got one hell of a temper on me, and I would never lay my hand on any child or woman. Men, unfortunately, I'm guilty of that, I gotta admit. But I have never hit anybody that didn't deserve it. They've always started on me first, guys. So it's always been self-defense. I'll never ever start a fight. I'll always end one, because at the end of the day, I'm not a bully. I hate bullies. They ruin people's lives, and for what? I mean, there's no need for it, guys. No need for it. It doesn't matter how different somebody is. I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna get on with everyone. I don't. I've met some people in my day, and I've watched some people in my day as well, and I thought to myself, oh my God. But I know I've got nothing nice to say about them, so I just don't say nothing at all. You know what I mean? I could go out of my way and be like, oh, look at you, dickhead, or blah, blah, blah. That don't make me any better. That don't make me feel any better. I'd just rather just let them get on with their thing and just think, oh, well, do you, mate. I'm not preaching that, violence is not the answer. It's not. It's the question. The answer is yes. No. Don't listen to that, guys. Basically, though, you don't have to resolve it always in violence. I'll always try and walk away from a fight anytime I can. Because, like I say, I'm a freak of nature, I really am. I'm not bigging myself up, guys, in any way, so don't feel like I am, because I'm not. But, I'm not no slouch, I can definitely hold my own. But I always feel like, after I've hit someone, right, I always feel so guilty after I've done it. I've been in many a fights, guys, and every single time, right, no matter how much they deserved it, I always feel guilty after it. So, right, back in, was it last year before, we had that really bad snow, someone in a 4x4 pushed me out of the way so he could come through. Even though he had a 4x4, he weren't getting stuck. I'd been stuck in the snow for nearly 40 minutes. Now, I get, guys, I shouldn't have gone out, but I had no choice. I had to get bread and milk. I had to get toiletries and stuff. I had to go out. It wasn't like I was just going out for the fun of it. And now my car at the time was a 4-wheel drive Jag, so you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was going to get stuck, but I got stuck, and it weren't going anywhere. I finally got myself free, and this numbskull in a 4x4 that was coming down there like Lord Muck, like, look at me, I'm not getting stuck. He had massive room, right, to stop. And did he stop? Did he jack balls? He thought, no, I'm coming through, God bugger you. I had to go backwards again, almost putting the car back to where I got stuck in originally. I got out of the car. I was actually gonna hit this guy. Got up to the window and found an old man. Instantly I calmed down. I said to the man, why didn't you stop up there? You're in a 4x4. I'm in a car. I've just been stuck here for ages. He looked at me and went, it's snowing. Everybody's getting stuck. I thought, yeah, I get that, but where you was actually situated at that time, you had no snow, no high snow at that estate, and you had a massive 4x4 with no chains on it. I'm in a Jag, 4-wheel drive, low down I might add as well, and I'm wheel spinning and getting stuck. And he just looked at me, and I said to him, you're lucky you're an old man, mate. I said, literally. And I got back in the car. I felt he deserved me saying that. But then as soon as I got back in the car, I said to my wife, I regret that. I really do regret that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. He was an old man. And, you know, at the end of the day, I don't own the road. I didn't have the right. And I should have just let it go. But, you know, and that's what I'm saying, guys. I've got a conscience. And I'm not a nasty person. I cannot do it. It's not me. I'm not natured that way. I don't understand why people have got that nature in them where they want to go out and hurt someone. Maybe they feel the world doesn't give a shit about them or something, and they feel that way, but they never found the right people. That's what it is. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, hustle every day and using people, and especially vulnerable people, but there's also people out there like me, guys, that do care about your opinions and that, and, you know, do want to talk to you generally nicely and that. I mean, I've had things happen to me bad, and, you know, I could live my life by that experience and be like, you know, nah, bugger everyone, you know, I'm never helping anyone again, but that's never going to change the world, is it? I'm just going to keep the world doing exactly what it's doing now, guys. And that is selfishness and greed and full of hate. And that is something I don't like. At the end of the day, I feel like everybody should enjoy life. Everybody should have fun. Life's one of the most, you know, best things you're ever going to get. Ever, no matter what you get. No matter if you're a multi-billionaire or you're poor as yourself. You know what I mean? As the skin. Life's the best thing you'll ever get. It doesn't matter how rich you are, you can't buy sleep. You can't buy health. You know, so life's always the best thing to get. And I'll always say that, guys. I'll literally always say that. And I'll always also say that if I ever made enough money to be rich, I would help those out less fortunate than me. I wouldn't do charity events and stuff because they don't get it. The charities don't get it. The government still tax it. So if you raise £3 million for a cancer research or whatever, the government still takes like $1 million of that, and that's not fair. That's really not fair. But, you know, anyway, guys, that's for another day. But, guys, you know, I don't want to get on that subject or like that. But, you know, I'm just trying to show people who I am, because, I mean, a lot of people out there who see me and the way I am, they automatically judge me. You know, they see I'm covered head to toe in tattoos. I've got demons on me, skulls on me and that lot. And they don't understand what they mean. Now, as me, guys, I'm going to explain to you why I have these on me. I'm not a devil worshipper. I'm not a no Satanist or anything like that. The reason I have the devil on my arm and the reason I have all these skulls, it's not because they look cool either. This is the story behind it. I did the devil on my arm so I could constantly remind myself that he's there to test me with all the things that are bad on this place. And at the end of the day, it's my choice whether I'm going to be good or I'm going to be evil. I have that freedom of my own speech and mind to do that. And I choose every day to be a nice person, not because I have to be, because I want to be. I wasn't brought up, you know, that way either. A lot of my family are complete opposite to me. They really are. They don't see the wrong they do, and they don't see the right they do. Now, that's not bad either, guys. Some people just can't see it. But one day they will. I'm lucky, I'm blessed enough to know that I've had lessons in life where I've actually sat back and looked at it from every point. You know, when I see a half empty cup, I see it as half full. If I've got a completely empty cup, I look at it as I've still got a glass, I can put water in that glass. I'll always look at life from a different point of view. Now, sometimes my illness will kick my ass, but I don't allow it to rule my life. Not as much as it would like to. I push myself out of the comfort zones very, very often, but I also know my limit. I know the limits that I've got, guys. I know that if I push myself too far, I'm going to make myself worse. So it's like a piece of glass, you know? Know your limit where you can stand on it. Too much, you'll break it, and that's me. But the reason I've got skulls and demons and that on me is because it's just a reminder that, you know, I've been through a lot in my life. I've got through the demons in my head. I've got through, you know, I'm still learning, guys. I'm always learning. You know, I try to pass on to people what I know. I mean, I've smoked, and I've give up smoking. I've been an alcoholic, and I've come out of that. I mean, I'm only 30, guys, and at the age of 24, I had cirrhosis of the liver. So, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm telling people these things for fun. And did I do it to party and that? No, I didn't. I went because I was a party animal, guys. At the time, I was going through a really bad patch in my life. I hadn't met my wife at this time. I was on my own. No one really seemed to understand. It's like the world was walking past me while I was suffering. No one could really see how I was. I didn't have a lot of friends. I couldn't talk to anybody. So, you know, I expressed myself with alcohol. And I drank and I drank and I drank. And to understand how much I drank, I would drink a bottle of whiskey every day. Sometimes 2 bottles of whiskey. And, you know, it opened my eyes when I went to the doctor and he said, you got cirrhosis of the liver. I stopped drinking heavy straight away. And I've had my liver tested and it's actually better now. It took almost 9 years to heal. And I've never touched alcohol again. And is it easy? No, it's not easy. Of course it's not easy. I was addicted, guys. It's an addiction. And the reason it was an addiction is because I felt in my head that I needed that alcohol to help me get through my day. Once I realised I didn't need that alcohol, though, the alcohol wasn't helping me get through my day. I was doing it on my own anyway. You know, it was easier. But anyhow, guys, I know I've talked again about random stuff. I don't hope, you know, that you're offended by anything I do talk about. Everything I'm talking to you guys about is 100% legit. I'm just being me, guys, at the end of the day. I don't hide from people. I don't have red tape. Everything I say on my channel and in my streams are me. You know, if I hit some nerves with some people, I'm not trying to, guys. I mean, if you've been in any situation, you know, maybe you lost a parent through alcohol and that lot, don't sit there feeling that what I've just said was directed at you. You know, I'm not lying about anything I've said, guys. Everything I tell you is legit. And how I beat things is the way I'm literally telling you. I'm not saying it happens overnight. I love living. I can't say I love my life with the way, you know, I'm constantly told what to do by government ruling and stuff. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about that. We're all getting fisted, as I'll say, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's saying, isn't it? No one really dies a virgin because life fucks us all. That's a true saying, guys. It's a true saying. But at the end of the day, I look at you people, and I don't see you as better off than me. I don't see you as worse off than me. We're all equal at the end of the day. It's just if you see it, you've got to see it. And that's how it goes. But anyway, guys, sorry I went off tandem again. Hopefully people do enjoy this. I am just trying to bring you the 100% honest side of myself. And if you did enjoy this gameplay and my talk, then give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, guys, on any part of this conversation or the gameplay or anything you want. You know, if I've managed to help you out or you understood what I was on about, then, you know, do drop a like or a comment. Subscribe if you want to. And, you know, much appreciated, you know, guys. But like I said about the tattoos, I mean, one day I might do a video and show people my tattoos and that lot, because they all mean something to me, guys. They're all my story. Now, I'm not saying get tattoos to tell your story. That's entirely up to you guys. My first ever tattoo was in 2010. And I got hooked. And I loved it. And, you know, tattooing helps me. Because I've even been to a part in my life, guys, where I used to self-harm. And maybe one day I'll do a stream about this if people want me to. If people want me to, because I'm not. I know it's not for you guys to feel sorry for me. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I've moved on, guys. I'm happy. I'm in a really good place. I just hope that maybe if I did a stream on it, I could help other people who's actually there right now. Because at that time I felt all on my own and alone, guys, and I got through it. And look at me now. I'm married and everything. You know what I mean? And I'm doing this. I'm enjoying doing this. I go out. I do things. I'm having a good time, guys. So maybe if someone actually does want me to do a stream where I'll just put a game on in the background and talk about this sort of thing, I'm more than willing, guys. I'm more than willing. If I can help somebody through anything, or I can try and give some advice somewhere from my own experience, I will. I really will. I feel that, you know, 1% of help is better than none. So, you know what I mean? Where there's rain, there'll come sunshine. And where there's darkness, there'll come light. Always remember that, guys. How you feel right here and now. So people that try to take their own life. People always say, oh, I don't know why you do that. I can understand. I can understand. But you got to look at it this way, guys. That's a permanent solution for a short-term problem. Days will get better. They always do. And they will also get worse again. It's like a rubber band. It will always come back, but it'll always go away again. But anyhow, guys, hopefully, like I said, I haven't offended anybody with this stream, with this talking and that. I'm always going to be open about everything with people. I don't care about this. I don't like red tape, guys. I don't like it. I find that people hide behind things, and you're never going to get anywhere in life if you hide and never talk about things. Now, you know, I'm not saying tell everybody and that lot. Look, I'm openly telling you guys, but, you know, if you've got a serious problem with something, you should talk to your best friend or someone you really do trust. Someone ain't going to judge you. But, you know, that is what it is. But anyhow, guys, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Like if you want to like. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. I take all comments because, you know, it's a learning curve. But hopefully you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all in whatever game I stream, play, or whatever next, guys. I can't give you an honest answer on that because I generally don't know. I play what I feel that day. So, yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you want to. See you all in the next one. And thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video, comment, or whatever. It's much appreciated.